In your estimation and by your estimation, have we made gains?
I think the significant gain so far is that the president doesn't do drugs. It is very profound. The president does not do drugs. Once the leader is distinct from the drug menace, it sends the clearest signal. If you have a leader who is involved in drugs, it makes it even more difficult. Because at the end of the day, you can't tell a thief to watch over your items for you. So once the president himself is not complicit in drugs, he has not surrounded himself with drug barons, and there's no record of him ever being engulfed in thick smoke of any drug or illegal substances, that is the first hurdle. The other significant commitment is revamp of the institution that is supposed to check the drug menace, and that is NACOP. What this government has sought to do immediately is to up the budget of NACOP by 50%. It is a source of motivation. It has also introduced incentives, and it has migrated them on the single spine. So workers know that, hey, you don't need the extra amount to be able to do anything. Again, the government have also been able to purge the system. You realize that recently there were individuals within the system who were arrested. And we have been told in the past that a certain minister single-handedly put not less than 100 individuals into the agencies. We had also read from WikiLeaks report that the NACOP body as of 2006, 2007 have been infiltrated by drug barons. Thankfully, one of the significant achievements is that we have been able to purge the system, and people are standing trial for this menace. Again, what we have also been able to do is to make sure that irrespective of the stature of any individual, be it the president, when you are using the VVIP of the airport, certain measures have been put in place for which must be used to check you.
There's a scanner.
Precisely. These are very, very, very significant efforts towards fighting drug. Again, any other person who have ever been caught with the drug menace have been dealt with ruthlessly. We heard of previous people who were arrested with this drug menace. Committees were set up, eminent people came, they sat on it, and for years we were not able to find the victims. In fact, the only two people who were used as scapegoat have just been freed by the court, that they were just the small people in the system. It is this level of commitment that we hope to build on it, because for a system that has thrived for years, you cannot use just 3 years to completely purge it or to completely wash all the sins out of it. It will take time. So therefore, it comes as not too much surprising what we just woke up to see happen in our courts.
Before we come to that, this morning I was doing a little research on the internet as to the number of drug-related cases that had been published in the media in Ghana between 2004 and then 2008. And amazingly, I came up with 230 cases.
Wow.
Yes, 230 cases. In fact, when you go to my page on Facebook, I've posted a note there with the various cases and then the dates that they were reported.
Wow.
So anybody at all who is interested in checking and cross-checking this can go back there. You'll see the dates of the case and then the day that the case was reported with the headline. So the 230 cases reported in 4 years. Isn't that frightening?
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary.
And again, there had been high-level investigations that resulted to nothing. A case in point is the Georgina Wood Committee that was set up to establish the whereabouts of the 77 parcels of cocaine, which we have not yet been able to find anyway. So with this latest sodium bicarbonate story, what message is it sending across?
Yeah, but Felix, even before I come there, I need to also make the point strongly that when issues of this nature are reported, as you have been able to unveil, the danger is that when the drugs are in the system, our young people, Felix, how many of them desperately need money? when governments are not able to find jobs for everybody. So we're building a future for which the future of our young people are completely under threat. So it is a very emotive issue. We should deal with it very, very seriously. And like I said, I am happy with what the government is doing. What happened with the court issue? I have listened to the police service. What they say is that they took the exhibit to the court and the court tested it through the mechanism for which they used to test that the thing was drugs and confirmed it. Previously, after it has been tested, it is destroyed immediately at the premises of the court. So there's never a time you go back to bring it. You understand? But in this particular case, when they finished testing it, they handed it over to the court registry. That, hey, it's confirmed this is cocaine. So the man is standing trial for cocaine. Now, when it gets into the hands of the court system, they went back to it again. The seal had been broken, and it was a different thing.
Yeah, but my concern in this matter is that at that point that the police handed over the goods to the courts, and then they know that they are following standard procedure, as in other drug-related cases. Why didn't the police protest to the court keeping the items instead of destroying it in the premises in front of everybody as it is done regularly? That is something that I am yet to understand. If you can help me out. Yeah,
but Felix, the point is this: beyond testing to verify that this is cocaine, the thing was never supposed to come up any time again.
Okay. That should have been the end of the matter.
The end of the drug.
Okay.
So it could have even just been left to you. If we are sure that you will not use it in any other thing, or it can be taken to any lab, or for that matter. The point is that they have tested, confirmed it is cocaine, and it ends there. You understand? So instead of not digging the ground and putting it there, or just not destroying it, is what is bringing up the issue. And that should not necessarily annul the fact that it has been testified
and certified that it is cocaine.
Good.
Now, in this case, His Excellency the Vice President has asked for a probe into the matter. He has asked the BNI to take the matter up and then probe the matter. What is the significance of that probe?
Felix, the point is that everything is at stake here. You see, there has been the distortion out there that cocaine in the custody of police have gotten missing, which one is not true. Because it was not in the custody of the police. They wanted to score points that it happened previously, it has happened now.
Oh, so more or less like gaining leverage. It happened in the MPP regime, and then it has happened. But the circumstances are totally different. And the unfortunate thing is that whoever is caught with drugs is a criminal. Now, if you want to give political leverage to a criminal, who do you think you are hurting? Is it NDC or MPP? Now, you see, the concern of the NDC government consistently is not the fact that drugs trade does not exist, but the political will to deal with it is what has always been lacking. If you realize how the cocaine in the police vote turned into Konkonte, with CCTV cameras
and all of that, we didn't see any significant action, really. Now there's a public hearing going on at the court. There's also a police inquiry also going on. And NACOP have pledged their support that enough of some of these things. These complicities are becoming too much. So it's giving the clearest indication is that these things exist, and when they do come up, the system is ready and prepared to deal with it. We need the support of the general public. The general public should come in and help. The important thing is that the president does not support drug issues. We do not have people surrounding us who deal in it. There's never going to be an issue of conflict of interest, and we will deal decisively with it. And I think this is what is most important.
Oh, okay. We'll deal decisively, and that is what is most important.
In my view, yeah.
Oh, okay. So for now, with the discussion on the drug menace now, and then the ongoing public hearing and all that, do you think that this is a test case for the Mills-led administration to hit the nail on the expression of that commitment to fighting the trade? Do you think this is a test case?
I think they have already passed the test.
Okay.
And I'll explain. The test is taking action when it happens.
Okay.
Their action is to call for the probe. They've invited the BNI.
Yeah.
They've invited the police service.
Yeah.
They've also invited the court system.
Yeah.
Now, they have made bold, and they are not afraid of who will come up as a guilty culprit.
Sure.
That is the political test here. Because elsewhere, they lack the courage to even do it. Now, it is left with these agencies to also do the due diligence and find the missing link. Okay. Now, the test will come up again if, for example, my name come up as the culprit, and how the government will respond to that. Okay. So the first test, they have passed it by being I think it's about the same day. They acted the same. So this is they've passed it. Okay. So whatever outcome it will be, having the courage to also implement it. Okay. Because that's the duty of government, to implement decisions as executives.